Hello, I'm so glad you're here today. This is Mary from Mary's Home Sweet Home Creations, and I'm here to show you another kind of cookie that does not need eggs. So if you're out of eggs, but you have the other ingredients, you can make this. You do have to have coconut because this is called Melted Moments cookie, and it is a coconut cookie. He actually has coconut in the dough, and then you also roll them into the coconut. So you have to really like coconut and not be allergic to it. Um, this was one of my father-in-law's favorite cookies, and it's one of my favorite cookies. And so I learned this to make these for my mother-in-law. She shared this recipe with me, and these bake at 300, so it's pretty low heat, and you bake them for 20 to 25 minutes. So they start out as a rolled ball, which I use my scooper for, just like the Sandies. They also don't have eggs in them. So, but this one is 1 cup of flour, and Coco decided to be in the know here. Coco, she's just, she wants to be stars. She wants to be in the movies, on TV, on the video. And she's always coming around when I'm doing this. But anyways, this Melted Moments takes 1 cup of flour, 2 tablespoons of cornstarch, okay, and a half a cup of powdered sugar, 1 cup of butter, and 1.5 cups of coconut. And then you have a bowl set aside with some coconut in it to roll the balls in before you bake them. And like I said, they only bake at 300 for 20 to 25 minutes. So they bake a little longer and they have a lower temperature. And also the cornstarch is not super common in a cookie, but that's what makes these the texture that they are. They kind of melt in your mouth. So that's why they called them melding moments. So they make 36 cookies, so you could double this recipe easily. You just have to make sure you have enough coconut, because if you double the recipe and you use a bag of coconut to do that, you don't have enough left to roll them in. So unless you have a really big bag of coconut, you need at least 2 bags to double the recipe. So I'm just going to show you it's the same procedure as the Sandies and some of the other cookies, where you just make enough in the small scoop, the Pampered Chef scoop, to make a ball. And then you put it right in your coconut and roll it around. And then just place it right on your cookie sheet, just like that. You don't push down, you don't do anything else. And then as it bakes, it will spread out. So you want to leave some room around it. And they'll come out into a round, flatter cookie. Now, I also wanted to share with you, that's why I put my Christmas sweater on, that we're getting very close to Christmas when I'm doing this video. And I haven't talked a lot about other things besides baking. And I just wanted to say that I really love Christmas. And I mostly love Christmas because it's Jesus' birthday. And I want to say thank you to all the people who share December with Jesus, because that's huge birthday celebration, that you have the same month as Jesus was born in. So my daughter Miranda and my son-in-law Jacob and my friend Kathy, who is in heaven now, and Sarah, she's a friend of ours, and um, many of my relatives that aren't coming to mind at this moment. My mother's was the 21st, and so there's so many that have birthdays in December, and I was just going to say how important that is for you to celebrate, because we're going to celebrate Jesus' birthday on Christmas, and you're so close to his birthday that it's a special time. And my daughter always wanted to celebrate her birthday as early as possible because she loved celebrating Christmas and her birthday together. And, the real reason for the season is what this little sign says, is Jesus' birthday. And that's why we do extra kind things for people. We start thinking about what we can do to help others, to give to others. It's a big time of year for giving. And, in making all of these things for people and putting them together in a gift and bringing them to them is just a small way to give your love to someone else and show that you care about them. And so I'm going to go ahead and bake these off, and then I'll show you what they look like afterwards. And when I get all my baking done, I'm going to create my baskets and plates, and I have some tins. It depends on what you like it to put them in, and then I'll be able to show you what they all look like. And I appreciate everyone coming and checking out what I'm doing, and I hope you have a beautiful, wonderful day, and I'll be back to show you what they look like. Okay, I just wanted to show you the tray once it's all full before it goes in the oven. And then I'll come back and show you what they look like all baked off. Okay, I'm back, and these are the melted Moments cookies with the coconut. Now you want to make sure because they're very round when they go in, and it's very slick, so they can roll right off if you don't have edges on your pans like I have these ones. So you have to be careful putting those in, or they can roll right off. I had one do that, so I'm reminding you. And then they go into the bottom of your oven, and then you have to go get it out. So be careful going in, and don't roll your cookies. Also, that you could see that they're very toasted. The coconut gets some of it on there gets toasted. That makes them really good too. And then on your tray will be leftover coconut, because you roll it and there's always extra that falls off. And so then if you collect that up in a cup, you get a little cup of roasted coconut, which is really good on like anything you want to top, ice cream, or put it in your yogurt, or put it on top of a cake, anything like that. It's all roasted up for you. This was just the one pan, so there'll be that much more in the other one. So yeah, you can use that instead of throwing it away. And so I'm gonna take out one more tray, and then that'll be, you're supposed to get 36 out of this recipe, and I have a dozen and a half here. Yeah, dozen and 7, so not right. And then this one, 18. So yeah, so you're gonna get close to that. Maybe some, like my last one was much bigger than the others, so it wasn't enough to make 2, but it was enough to make 2, so I put it together and it made a big one. So okay, well, that's the recipe for that, and I hope you have a wonderful day, evening, or morning, depending on when you watch this video, and I'll be back to show you some more.